help you, Riff? May I help you? It's Jake here from Packing Music, and I'm just here to discuss some string gauges. In store, we get asked this question a fair bit. What gauge string should I use? What guitar I'm using? And also what tuning I'm also using as well. So I thought I'd just run over a few ideas for everyone at home. I'm looking here today at starting off just with a Fender Strap shape body and neck length. Going off this neck length, probably a good recommendation would be to start off with a set of 9s. I've just got here some Ernie Ball 9 to 42s. Something like this would still, I guess, give you that kind of ability to wobble the strings, a little bit of looseness in the strings to bend, if that's what you dig. If not, you could also go for some regulars, which are the 10 to 46s, which is kind of normal tension on a Fender. And that's going to give you a pretty tight sort of tension on there, but would still work. So personal choice as well comes into it, I guess, is a big part of it, what kind of music you're playing. So yeah, that's just my recommendation on there. If I just put this down and grab the Les Paul shape as well, just to run over this. Les Pauls are a shorter neck length. So with this, you're probably looking at a set of 10s to start off with. 10 to 46s on a Les Paul tend to be the go-to just for these guitars. It just feels good. They've got a little bit of looseness still on a Les Paul, so you can still bend and stuff and flex at a set of 10s. From there, if you're going to drop D, so if we're going to take this top string, E standard tuning down to D, you would probably then beef up your bottom string. So something that I like to recommend is the Ernie Ball. Here they've got a 52 on your bottom. So they're skinny top, heavy bottoms. So they still keep the 10 on your top, so you can still bend and flex and do everything you need to do. So yeah, for drop D tuning, they work. They also work on the Fender style as well, if you wanted to try that as well. So just a recommendation if you're dropping down tune. Anything further down than that, so you might be using, for example, a Les Paul. We'll start off here. You might be tuning down to E flat, standard tuning, the whole thing. I would probably recommend beefing that up to something along the lines of a power slinky set. So they would then have it's got an 11 on the bottom, so 11 on top, sorry, and on your bottom you would have a 48. They're quite good. Other than that, there is a set of Burleys as well, which if you're going to tune that, drop that to D flat in a standard E flat tuning, might be appealing too. So that's got 11 to 52s, so they're quite cool. Yeah, anything further down from there, I guess, when you're looking at dropping down to, a C tune or anything like that, you're really going to want to beef it up a bit. Something like this would be really cool. You've got these beefy slinkies. So yeah, basically got a 54 on your bottom, which is quite thick, quite nice for just tuning that extra bit down. Also an 11 on your top. So that'll keep the guitar kind of tension really right on there. Another option as well, if you really want to go crazy, you can go for the 12 to 62s, which are these mammoth slinkies. So they're pretty cool too if you want to go down for really low C tuning or any kind of D tuning also. So yeah, that kind of works on the Fender too. So the Fender general rule of thumb, I guess, is Les Pauls compared to a Fender shape are your Les Paul's kind of one up, always. So if it's 10s we're using on a Les Paul, we're probably going to go for 9s on a Fender most of the time. But again, it's personal choice. It's up to you, whatever you want to do. Everyone's different, and it's just a recommendation of a rough kind of estimate of what you might look at doing just to try. But again, it's just personal choice and it's up to you. Keep on rocking. Cheers.